Tonight we are doing a very, very special reading of our guest of honor, Max Allan Collin's beautiful script. Yes, right here.
I love the way you memorize what I wrote.
I remember. It's called True Noir, Dying in the Post-War World. In addition, not are we reading segments of this cool script, we get the man himself who wrote Keller reading this part, which I think is a worldwide special event. One more round of applause as loud as you can get. We're here at the Ford Cinema in Des Moines, Iowa, which is an iconic cinema.
It sure is. They have my name out in the front recommending the theater. If you're wondering how you get to appear in the theater, it helps to have your name on a plaque out front, so work on that. Nathan Heller's a character I created I think, the first book came out in 1983. I've written 19 books about this character. He's a private detective, kind of the traditional private detective, but he's involved in some of the most famous cases and crimes and mysteries of the 20th century. And the crime that this script is about is the so-called lipstick killer. And you may be familiar with the serial killer who would leave on a mirror, "Stop me before I kill more," in lipstick. And there's been a kidnapping that may have been done by this person. It's kind of a change of MO, because mostly he breaks into apartments and does bad things to the inhabitants who are female. And so that's something's a little wrong there, and that's some of what is explored in the story. This takes place very shortly after World War II. So this is just as things are getting back to normal. In Chicago, these serial killings kick in. We're going to do two excerpts. And the first one is Nathan Heller talking to the only victim who got away. And Katie's going to read
The narration.
the narration, by which we said the stage directions. And what is your name, young lady?
Ellie Davis.
You're going to have to lean in,
Ellie Davis.
and you're playing Catherine.
I'm playing Catherine.
All right. I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Audience, are you ready? Welcome to the Star City Film Festival. We're here with our guest of honor, Max Allan Collin. He's the world famous, even our world famous writer, the man who puts the mystery in mystery. We also have Barbara Collins in the audience. Barbara is his love of his life and is also an amazing, incredible, accomplished author. The wind beneath each other's wings for many, many years. Not only are we reading excerpts from Max's unbelievable script, True Noir, Dying in the Post-War World, we have the man himself who wrote Heller. I said Keller. Heller. Heller. And he's reading the part he wrote, which is an incredible gift to watch. So for those of you watching this video, listen up, because it's, what year is it, Max?
It's 1947.
It's 1947.
Right after the war, when people think things are getting back to normal, and they aren't really. This is based on a famous crime, the lipstick killer, where you may know there were these murders, and on the bathroom mirror in lipstick it was written, "Stop me before I kill more." And that's the historical story that we're going to be telling. But also there was a kidnapping that was attributed to this person, this unknown person. And the woman that Heller interviews in this scene is the sole survivor of these break-ins. The other women were murdered. So she, pretty terrified. So shall we start?
We shall start. I will be the narrator for you. Take yourself back. Imagine the year. Take a deep breath and listen. Interior, apartment building, outside Catherine's apartment, a bit later.
Catherine Reynolds lived on the top floor of a former nurses' dormitory near the University of Chicago.
Heller knocks at 8:01. He waits and knocks again. Nothing, confused and irritated, he turns and almost bumps into a pretty brunette nurse of about 30, Catherine Reynolds.
Skip the next. Down to the cap.
In cap and nurse's whites, Catherine is short-haired, pretty, and curvy.
You must be Mr. Heller.
I must be.
I was just about to clock out when you caught me at work. Then I got tied up and you beat me here.
Didn't mean to cause you any inconvenience.
Nonsense. I'm glad you're here looking into this. The police were no help. Come in.
Catherine unlocks her door and holds it open for Heller. Interior apartment building. Catherine's apartment. Continuous shot. Heller steps inside, waits as Catherine enters, unpinning her nurse's cap.
Can I get you some coffee? I'm having some.
Sure, black is fine.
Black it is.
Catherine goes into a kitchen area. As they speak from one room to the next, Heller is apprising the place. It's surprisingly large, furnished in a blandly contemporary way, but nice enough. There is a skylight, an open-end table near a couch, and a framed color photographic portrait of a Marine in dress blues. Handsome, square-jawed, recruiting, poster worthy.
Nice place. Whole floor to yourself.
Some kitchen sound plays under Catherine's dialogue, china and silverware.
Yes, this building used to be a nurse's dorm. My sister and another nurse share it with me.
Catherine enters with 2 cups of coffee in hand, nods to a chair for Heller to sit, which he does, and she sits nearby on the couch.
You okay talking about this?
Please, I'm not squeamish. Not in my line. Go ahead.
The incident was when, about 4 months ago?
Occasional coffee sipping throughout their exchange.
Yeah, the bastard came through the skylight around 7 a.m. Sis and Dottie were already at work. I was alone here, still asleep. Oh, actually, I was just waking up.
Or did something wake you up?
That may be it. I half opened my eyes and saw a shadowy figure.
Normal.
Next thing I knew, something crashed into my head.
You're lucky to be alive.
I am. Fractured my skull. I usually wear my hair long, but they had to cut a lot off.
Looks fine short. Any idea what you were hit with?
Just your typical blunt instrument, I guess. A lead pipe, maybe. I took a good knock.
Knocked you out?
Oh, yes. When I woke up on the floor by my bed, maybe 40 minutes later, blood streaming down my face, some of it sticky, already drying. My wrists were tied with a lamp cord loosely, so I worked myself free. And the whole place was a mess, ransacked. I took a kind of inventory to see if anything had been taken. $150 was gone from my purse.
Anything else missing?
Yeah, my unmentionables drawer. All my panties, my bras. I could have used that $150 to replace the stuff.
Anything else of note about the break-in? Maybe something that didn't make the papers?
Well, in the bathroom, on the floor, there was, spunk. Not exactly a medical term.
Not exactly.
Yeah, police don't know about that.
Oh, why not?
Well, I cleaned it up.
Oh,
Was that wrong?
I'd say it was your prerogative, but after that you called the police.
Actually, no. There was a knock at the door. I staggered over there, and it was a kid, 18 or 20, long dark hair, greased back.
Like a juvenile delinquent?
Yeah, like somebody trying to pull that off. Black leather jacket, t-shirt, dungarees, but too new, too clean. More like a costume than clothes.
What do you want?
He was a delivery boy. He had a sack of groceries looking for the right apartment.
Or a sack of vegetables?
He took one look at my bloody face and said he'd get help right away.
And did he?
Yeah, he got the building manager, told him I was injured and needed medical attention, and took off.
Did the cops think he might have been who did this to you? Brought back by a guilty conscience?
Yes, but I don't buy it. More coffee?
Please.
As a few kitchen sounds play off stage, the seated Heller mulls things.
But it might tie in with a murderer who washed and cleaned his victim's wounds out of stop me before I kill more with remorse.
The whole thing made me feel like a jerk.
Catherine re-enters with her refilled coffee cups, one of which she hands to Heller.
Why's that?
Catherine seats herself again.
Well, if I'd reacted quicker, well, I mean, I've had all sorts of self-defense training. I was an army nurse. I served in the European theater.
Thanks. Hard to react. Getting slugged in your sleep.
A quiet moment as they sit and sip.
You were in the Pacific, weren't you?
Yes.
I read about you in the papers. I recognized your name right away. You're kind of well known around town.
Don't believe everything you read in the papers.
You won the Silver Star, didn't you?
So did Jack.
Yeah.
Is that Jack?
Yeah.
Is that Jack?
Heller indicates the framed photo of a Marine.
Yeah, that's Jack, my husband. He was a Marine too, Mr. Heller. You were on Guadalcanal?
Yes.
So was Jack. Only he didn't make it back.
A lot of good men didn't.
Sir. All right. Perfect. Just a taste. Right. Scene. Interior. We're at a funeral home. The visitation room. It's night. The seating is folding chairs in rows. In the medium-sized room, floral displays crowd the small white coffin, pastel, Easter-type flowers. The friends of the family are trooping dutifully by. In the first row are Bob and Norman Keenan, not weeping, shell-shocked. They hold hands. Their young daughter, Jane, bored, has the gym dams, is seated at her mother's side. A few other family members are in the first row grouping. In the rows behind the Keenans, spotted around, are various friends and neighbors seated, suits and ties, nice summer dresses. Others are on the periphery, standing, talking. This includes 2 nuns in full habits and Father Rocher, who is circulating somberly, greeting people, shaking hands with parishioners. Heller and Peg come into the frame and take seats in the back, the last row of the folding chairs. Just in front of Nate and Peg are seated 2 neighbors of the Keenans, mourners. They whisper.
This is you.
A female mourner says this. She looks lovely, so sweet. White satin, lace. A little sleeping angel. The male mourner says, they never did a good job on her. You'd never guess her arm's missing. The female mourner says, so terrible, so terrible. The male mourner says, yeah, they'll turn up. The female mourner cries into a hanky, and the male mourner looks at his watch. Now Peg and Heller whisper.
I feel so awkward being here. I don't even know these people.
It's good for us to show our support.
Because he's a client?
Be nice.
On Keenan, who is turning his head towards the back, sees Heller and gets up and walks towards Heller. On Keenan, leaning in where Heller and Peg are seated.
Thanks for coming, Nate. Will you come to the mass tomorrow? It's at St. Gertrude's.
Heller gets to his feet.
Sure. I'd only been to mass a few times. My mother had been Catholic, but she died when I was young.
You're still on the job, aren't you, Nate? Still on the job?
Oh yes.
Awkwardly, Keenan hugs Heller, who doesn't know quite what to do. Tears run down Keenan's face.
She's gone, Nate. My little girl. She's gone.
Heller pats him on the back, as he did once before. There. Keenan lets loose the Heller, but extends his hand, and the two men shake hands. Keenan's almost pumping his hand. And Keenan says,
You'll find him, Nate. I know you will.
Nate sits, and Peg is looking at him.
You better.
Heller sits there, staring forward.
Everything I'd been through in this life, from close calls as a cop to fighting Japs in the Pacific, hadn't prepared me for fear like this. The terror of becoming a parent, of having that much to lose.
Almost a jump scare as the funeral director, a low-key, distinguished-looking gent in black and a tasteful tie, leans in.
It's also you.
He speaks in a near whisper. I'm the funeral director. Mr. Heller. Are you Mr. Heller?
I am.
There's a gentleman asking to see you. I put him in the garage because he insists on discretion. Seems to be perfect, not being seen.
Does he have a name?
Flood. He says his name is Flood. This gets Heller's attention, and he turns to Peg.
I need to see what this is about, honey. Stay right here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Now it's the interior in the funeral home. The garage, a bit later. The garage is mostly taken up by 2 or 3 hearses. Very much pre-war black vehicles, gangster-looking cars. Heller enters the garage, looking around, not seeing anyone at first.
The only guy I knew named Flood was Sam Flood, a fast-rising outfit guy who was currently Tony Ricardo's number 2.
Now, Heller sees the small figure in a sharp suit, in crisp fedora, approaching, a commanding presence despite his size. He will reveal later that this is Sam Giangana.
Been a while, Heller. Couple of West Side boys like us shouldn't be strangers.
Flood walks up to Heller, who is frozen in his tracks. Flood stands uncomfortably close during this conversation.
We were West Side boys, all right, but I was strictly Maxwell Street, and he was the notorious Patch.
It's a tragic thing, this little girl.
It is?
You're on the case, I hear. I thought she was private.
The kid's father is a friend. He just wants somebody who can keep the cops honest.
Good luck with that. Let's start here. Up to the very recent, I was in the gas and food stamp business, but I ain't no more.
Keenan's afraid the kidnapping might have been the East Coast mob getting back at him for the ration boardies and not playing ball.
Not likely, Heller. The Eastern mobs don't play on our turf without they ask first.
Makes sense.
Best of my knowledge, no outfit guy ever made no approach to this Keenan guy.
He never said they did.
Good. Then what, you might ask, is my interest in this case?
I was just wondering.
It's looking like that fucking lipstick killer and did this awful crime on that little girl.
Looks like.
Does attorney-client privilege apply to you and me if I give you a retainer?
If I have my attorney send you a contract, it does, but I already have a client here, Sam.
Flood thumps Heller's chest with a finger.
I promise you working for me will in no way compromise you or your other clients' interests. If I'm lying, walk away.
Flood takes a fat envelope from his suit coat pocket and hefts it.
This is $1,050. Now I'm your client too, Heller.
And Heller takes that envelope and slips it in his pocket. He doesn't love it, but he does it.
This lipstick killer, his first victim was a Mrs. Caroline Williams.
Right.
Flood is suddenly worked up, grabs Heller by the lapels.
No one, Heller, no one must know about this. I have a family, little girls of my own. Gotta protect them. You a father, Heller?
My wife's expecting.
Flood lets go of Heller.
The police reports say undergarments and various unmentionables was taken. I found out the photo was in a picture album of hers that wasn't among her effects.
Excuse me,
Oh,
just page.
Okay.
Excuse us, can I take a little edit here? My wife's expecting.
Flood lets go of Heller.
That's great, that's wonderful. I'd do anything to protect my Angelina. Other guys in my trade, they flaunt their other women. Me, as far as my family knows, I never strayed, never. But Heller, you're a man. You understand the needs of a man.
You were seeing Carolyn Williams.
Not a word about it to your pal Drury. That guy's out of his mind.
Sam should know. His nickname was Mooney, West Side slang for fucking nuts.
Anyway, there's this photo of us together, Caroline and me. I want it back.
For sentimental reasons?
No. It crushed me that my friend Mrs. Williams had the bad luck to be this maniac's victim. But from what I hear, this guy is not just a sex killer. He's some kind of weirdo second story man.
Yeah, burglar with a hobby.
The police reports say undergarments and various unmentionables was taken. I found out the photo was in a picture album of hers that wasn't among her effects.
Maybe your family got it.
I checked that out discreetly.
Then you think the lipstick killer took the photo album?
I do. She has pictures of herself in a swimsuit and negligees and shit. If he took that underwear, he could have taken that too.
What do you want from me, Sam?
I want that photo album. Not even that, just that one photo. It was taken in a restaurant by one of them girls who come around.
How am I supposed to find it?
Get to the screwball before the cops do. Or maybe you're tight enough with the cops on the case to maybe get that pic before they do. It would embarrass me if it come out. It would hurt me and my loved ones.
So, all you want is that photo?
In your discretion. You'll take the job,
I already took the money. But what if I don't get results?
keep the retainer, deliver, and there'll be another $4,000 in it for you. You're gonna be a father. You can use it.
What I really want is that little girl's murderer. I want to kill that son of a bitch.
Have all the fun you want, but get me that picture.
Flood turns and disappears between the hearses.
What's us again? Let's pass it back over.
Interior, Heller bedroom. Later that night, Heller's bedside lamp is on. Not bright, but you could read by it, which, propped up by a pillow, Heller is Too Many Women by Rex Stout. Peg is turned away from him, not asleep, a fact our detective hero has not deduced. Heller in pajamas, Peg in something filmy and feminine.
That nurse you went to talk to,
Huh?
good looking?
I guess.
Blonde?
No, brunette, I think.
You think?
Brunette.
Tossing the book on his bedside table, Heller leans on an elbow, looking toward his wife with her back to him, with a what the fuck expression known to all husbands.
Nice and slender, I bet. With a nice shape. Not a cow, not an elephant.
Peg.
Neat. I'm going crazy out here. I'm ugly and I'm bored.
You're not ugly, you're beautiful.
Fuck you, Heller. I'm a cow and I'm going crazy out here in the sticks. Couldn't we live somewhere where there's somebody to talk to?
We have neighbors.
Squirrels, woodchucks, and that dipshit down the street who mows his lawn one day and washes his car the next. Repeat, rinse, repeat. It's all vacant lots and prairie out here. I feel like I'm living in a goddamn pasture, which is where the cows like me belong, I suppose.
Baby.
I was a professional woman, an executive secretary. When we were in California, opening your office out there, I was approached to be in a goddamn movie.
I know.
Nate, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I'm not cut out to be a housewife. Afraid I'm not cut out to be a mother.
Well, you are one, by definition. The kid will change things. The neighborhood will grow.
I'm the one growing, and I hate it here.
Heller leans close, kisses her neck, frustrated as she is. She doesn't mind.
Give it a year, doll. You don't have to like it. We'll move closer to town.
He cuddles close behind her, slips on her around. They begin to move together, spooning. It's turning into something under those covers.
Heller.
Interior, Drury's home, living room, continuous shot. Bill Drury, dressing gown, a drink nearby, sits in a comfy chair using a phone on a small table nearby.
Sorry to bother you at home at this hour, Nate, but something came to me I wanted to share.
We give 24-hour service here at the A1, Bill. What do you have?
Maybe something, maybe nothing. That JD who came around to Catherine Reynolds' place after the break-in,
Yeah?
there was a nice kid I busted a few years back. Nice looking, dark-haired, bit on the hoodie side.
Rough background?
Not at all. His dad was a security guard at Steel Mill. Mom taught Sunday school, and kid was a good student, bright as a new penny. Only for kicks. He stole things. Furs, jewelry, old coins, guns.
You were working at the town hall station then?
Right. These were all Northside robberies. He wouldn't be on the Summerside station's radar.
Page.
Mhm.
Sorry. Right, somebody else, the far north side, other side of the moon.
He was just 13, but he's 17 now. Jerome laughs. I busted him again 2 years ago. Jerome's an addict, a little prick. Something of a human fly navigating ledges, fire escapes, going in windows.
Hell, you say?
He did juvie time at Terry Hot, but supposedly came out reformed. Like I said, he's a really good student. So good. So good, Jerry laughs as a sophomore in college at 17. Can you guess where?
The University of Chicago?
Yeah. And what do you think his part-time job is?
Delivery boy?
What a detective you are, Nathan Heller.
It's the interior in Heller's bedroom. It's a bit later. Standing in bed, Heller is getting his sports coat on over his shoulder holstered 9mm. Peg is walking and looks up sleepily at him.
Where are you off to?
That was Bill Jury on the phone. Hot lipstick lead for me.
Don't you dare come home cut to pieces. We've got a child to raise.
That's it.
That's it.